Hey everyone, and I'm not sure what the readings for Remembrance Day should be. So, yeah, I'm not posting this on Remembrance Day itself, but I thought I'd make a video on ecumenism, and I thought I'd post about the one day that the no ecumenism rule for traditional Catholics would find particularly hard, and that is today, Remembrance Day. So, for those of you who do not know, traditional Catholics are not permitted to take part in non-Catholic worship. Period. Pretty well no exceptions. And yes, this includes Remembrance Day ceremonies. So I've heard a lot of arguments to say that Remembrance Day ceremonies aren't religious. I've been to them. I'll see if I can get you a picture, some footage of some of the service outline program. It is religious. It is essentially a Protestant service in outline and practice. So as traditional Catholics, I can't attend, as we are not supposed to be attending. I know this can be rather interesting, as we have a lot of traditional Catholics who are in the forces, and yeah, it can be kind of complex. So what they would generally do is, on the principle of name in the Syrian, look up a story in the Bible if you're not familiar with it. They're allowed to be present passively. They're not allowed to do anything active aside from being respectfully present. And whenever there's a wedding or a funeral that's by a non-Catholic friend or family member that traditional Catholics have to attend, that is generally the rule we follow. We try to stand back in the back as far as we can. Stand up, sit down. That's it. We can't sing any hymns or say any amen to any of the prayers. And we do it purely out of respect. Now, according to the rules I've looked up, that's generally supposed to be only for people who have like a civic reason to be there. I don't. So what I do is I visit the cenotaphs privately. So yeah, just to let you know, this is nothing to do with the fact that I'm protesting against honoring Canada's war dead or anyone's war dead or family or whatever. It's that this is a religious obligation that needs to come first, and that's what we do. So we tend to get creative. So in fact, if you look right around here, that is my puppy leaving at the cenotaph. Yeah. And you see some readings have been laid here. I do not recommend traditional Catholic lay readings and cenotaph ceremonies of any sort. I know it's debatable as to exactly where the line should be drawn, because it can be a hard rule to follow. Like, I had to tell my family, no, I can't sing Grandma's favorite hymn at yes, it's windy day. I could not sing my Baptist grandmother's favorite hymn at her funeral, and yeah, I had to tell my mother that as she was crying. But it's really hard to follow, and I've actually got one piece of sympathy from it, because it's hard, because your non-Catholic family members do not understand. They don't quite get why you're doing this. One piece of sympathy I got was from a Jewish friend of mine, who was his grandfather happened to be Hindu, but he was raised Jewish from a Jewish family, and he couldn't take part in some of the burial ceremonies, no matter how much his family members may have cried about it, because it was idolatry. He's not a perfectly practicing Jew, but he had to put God first, and he knew how hard it was. And the one consolation he got was he knew that his grandfather would have understood. But yeah, so I thought I'd explain to this. So well, in a bit, one other thing I'm going to do, I actually think that is the cenotaph parade I'm seeing. I can't quite zoom in this mode, but I am seeing some people walking by. But yeah, so I thought I would yeah, so I think I'll stand back and watch the parade a bit. Yeah, so I'll just stand back and watch the parade a bit, and I'll walk down, and when I get to a more respectful place, I'll explain why I, as a traditional Catholic, cannot and I'm not supposed to attend cenotaph services. Yeah, I'm just going to start off again.